menu there.
Yeah, Jess and Kelsey, it's actually a lot of Greek food, which is really fresh and really interesting to bring this to our area. The Pappas family actually has a close connection to the Hubble House because they also ran that restaurant from the years 1946 till 2021. On top of that, they opened Michael's in Rochester and they ran it for 63 years. So this family has a lot of experience here. When Michael's closed in 2014, the Hubble House started hosting a Michael's menu annually. But when the Pappas sold the Hubble House to Powers Ventures from Rochester, they weren't sure if the tradition would continue until Joe Powers told them they would be doing the Michael's menu, but they couldn't do it alone. So a lot of the Pappas families are back at the Hubble House this week, helping perfect the family recipes.
Different heritage to me. I mean, I'm not Greek, but so it's just something new, and it's really fun. Really fun to recreate such a legend restaurant in Rochester.
And you just heard from the head chef. I actually got the chance to try out one of the dishes that's going to be on the menu. Here's me taking a bite. You can obviously tell I thought it was delicious. Well, there is a lot on the menu this week. Here's a look at some of those items. We've got a lot of Greek dishes, Greek chicken, Greek shrimp, and then of course Chef George's Michael Witch. You guys, this is really interesting. It's chicken salad with an egg and pineapple and cheese. So it sounds like kind of a weird combination, but it's actually really good. To make a reservation, you can call the restaurant. That number is on your screen. There are also trolley tours of Mancherville available every Thursday until November 16th. You can get those tickets at the Hubble House and online. And this Friday and next, there's going to be a live jazz band at the restaurant. A lot of fun going down there at the Hubble House for the next few weeks.
Oh my gosh, this just sounds awesome. I'm really excited for all those new dishes. Now I'm hungry.
It all looks amazing. Darian, thank you so much. You've given us that Wednesday inspiration that we need to make it to the weekend till we can get out to the Hubble House. And we might be craving some of those Greek comfort foods, a taste of the Greek aisles in the coming days.
Well, yeah, and it all sounds like delicious food. Yeah, you're going to want to try to stay warm with some of these chilly days that are ahead of us. Today, not necessarily chilly, but definitely cooler than the past few days have been. We're not going to be in the 80s or even 90s. We're going to be actually just shy of the 70s for the bulk of the day as we look live outside. Here's our current scene from our Lewiston Auto camera. Sprinkles falling here at the studio. We've had about 0.05 of an inch of rain so far here at KTTC since last evening. Winds are from the southwest at 12 miles per hour. A little bit of breeze outside. At the airport, it's officially 62 at RST, 63 in Albert Lee, Mason City, 62. And we have the showers marching eastward, really weakening as we move to the east and northeast. A couple of sprinkles right now moving through Rochester up toward Plainview and even Lake City, and also some very sparse showers moving through Decorah at this point. Behind this main line, there are some very light sprinkles that we may encounter a time or two between now and about 7 or 8 o'clock this morning. You may even have a couple redeveloping in the afternoon. Dog walking forecast, we have Mabel, who lives in Waltham, and it looks like he's ready for, or she's ready for a walk. Yeah, maybe they took a poll and said, what do you think? Would you like to go for a walk? And she raising her paw says, over here, me. Yeah, good day for a walk. Aside from spotty, very light showers, at times today, massive, vast majority of the day will be dry, breezy, and seasonably mild. Starting off in the low 60s, reaching a high of 69 this afternoon. Bus stop forecast the way to school. Look for temperatures around 62, a couple of sprinkles. On the way home, still can't rule out a sprinkle or two around 3 or 4 o'clock, but in between we'll have some breaks of sunshine and a little bit of a breeze, and temperatures topping out in the upper 60s. So definitely a much more fall-like day for us.
Yeah, I think some dogs or even people 2 paws up for cooler temperatures now that we're finally getting to that.
I would definitely agree.
Thank you. Today, the federal government is planning a nationwide test of the emergency alert system. That's at 1:20 this afternoon. It will include wireless mobile emergency alerts as well as TV and radio. You should also be receiving a text message telling you that this is only a test. This will mark only the second time the federal government has sent the alert to mobile phones. Similar warnings you may have received, like Amber Alerts, likely originate from the state that you live in.
Also happening today, a traffic alert for Mason City. The small parking lot west of City Hall off of 1st Street Northwest and North Enterprise Alley will be closed for construction starting this morning at 8. This is going to last until noon. City officials say the lot will reopen once that work is complete.
A 74-year-old Rochester man is due in court next month. He is facing charges for allegedly possessing child sex abuse materials. According to court documents, Jack Landon is accused of having the materials on or about March 31st. On June 2nd, police received an Internet Crimes Against Children tip through the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension of a video file reportedly in Landon's possession. Officers carried out a search warrant on July 26th, seizing multiple hard drives and a laptop. There are 6 charges for possessing pornographic work of a minor under 14. He is due in court on November 9th.
At least 21 people are dead, more than a dozen hurt after a bus crash in Italy. The general director of nearby Venice says children are among the victims. Many of the injured are in very serious condition. Extrication and identification of bodies is underway. The president of the region says people on the bus were of different nationalities. This bus was filled with commuters when it tumbled off an overpass. State media reports the bus driver, who did die in this accident, had at least 6 years of driving experience.
A teenager is in custody after a deadly shooting at a shopping mall in Bangkok. 2 people were killed and several others wounded. The alleged 14-year-old suspect, who is reported to have mental health issues, was arrested just under an hour after the shooting started and has been taken to a nearby hospital.
Ukraine's Air Force Command says it's destroyed 29 of 31 drones and 1 cruise missile launched by Russia. In a Telegram post, the drone attacks happened overnight Monday into Tuesday and came in several waves, targeting 2 regions for over 3 hours. That's according to Ukraine's Southern Defense Forces.
Republican Kevin McCarthy is no longer the Speaker of the House. The U.S. House of Representatives voted 216 to 210 to oust him from his speakership, with 8 conservatives joining Democrats to remove him. This is the first time in history that a Speaker of the House has been voted out of office. NBC's Garrett Hake was in the halls of Congress as this all happened and has the latest for us this morning.
Coming up this morning on Today, an historic moment on the House floor. A speaker vacated, forced out of the job for the first time ever. The end of Speaker McCarthy's turbulent tenure atop the House Republican Conference, coming with 8 Republican votes, joining with all Democrats to replace the speaker. What happens next for the Republican Party, for the U.S. Congress, and for the country? All of it coming up this morning on Today.
A lot of questions remain, and several Republicans are actually in the mix to replace McCarthy, and Majority Leader Steve Scalise is one of them. The 57-year-old has represented Louisiana's 1st congressional district in the lower chamber since 2008. House Republicans will be gathering 1 week from today to hold internal elections to nominate a replacement.
This morning, the family of Charlotte Sena is thanking the enormous response, at least 400 people that helped to locate this 9-year-old after she vanished from a park in upstate New York. Investigators zeroed in on a fingerprint left on a ransom note by the suspect, apparently asking for money for her safe return. NBC's Kathy Park is speaking with neighbors of the suspect, who's now been charged with first-degree kidnapping, being held without bail.
Said so many prayers for that family, can't even begin to fathom that the little girl's right down the street from me the whole time. I feel so happy and for them.
Such relief. Coming up after us this morning on Today, a look into the investigation into whether Charlotte was targeted or just chosen randomly. Drivers, get ready to start your engines.
Yeah, Iowa will be hosting a NASCAR Cup Series race next year. The event is taking place at the Iowa Speedway in Newton. That'll be June 14th through the 16th. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds says this is some pretty exciting news for the Hawkeye State.
Proud to officially announce that on June 16th, 2024, the NASCAR Cup Series will race for the first time at Iowa Speedway. Good looking car. Today's announcement is a triumph for incredible race fans around the world. They have long sought NASCAR Cup Series race at Iowa Speedway, and we're happy to finally deliver that for them. We fully expect this to be one of the most highly anticipated events on the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series schedule, and another exciting race for our NASCAR fans.
Officials say that this event could bring around $100 million to the area. Yeah, all those NASCAR fans, this is something you're going to want to mark your calendar for, huh?
Absolutely. We remember that Hy-Vee race over the summer generated such huge crowds and big names like Kenny Chesney and other. Ed Sheeran, wasn't he one of the performers for that too, I think? Yeah, big event.
It's a big deal for sure. It is 5:10. Another thing that's a big deal we're talking about is the change in temperature. It's finally starting to feel cooler, Ted.
It is, yeah. Temperatures today will be much cooler than they've been in recent days. Right now we're in the 60s, but don't look for much change there. We're going to stick with this more fall-like temperature regime with some shower chances today and later this week. The latest in your forecast is coming up after the break.
Hi, Bob Hansen, owner of...
Here's your first alert weather with meteorologist Ted Schmidt.
An unsettled start to the day at the cold front we've been talking about is moving through the area right now. Ahead of it, still a mild morning, but the temperatures as we move along through the day will not move up much. So here's the transition day. We go from yesterday's summer-like warmth to the latter part of this week when we're going to be dealing with typical October weather with high temperatures actually in some cases cooler than the seasonal average. Today, really not a bad start to the day. We do have some rain around, but very sparse activity at this point as we now look outside with our Lewis Donato live cameras. Still kind of dark outside, but definitely on the gloomy side. Showers moving through. We've had some sprinkles. They were on the camera lenses moments ago. The showers have moved out of the Rochester area. Activity from around Wabasha to the south down toward Decorah and even toward right now Hoka and Rushford. To the west, really nothing will show up on the radar now, but we may see some sprinkles redeveloping at times this morning until about 7 o'clock. May see a redeveloping shower or two in the afternoon as well as that center of low pressure remains nearby and that cold front is still in the ballpark, still nearby. Since midnight, Rochester 0.07 of an inch of rain. Same amount in Charles City, 0.11 of an inch in Mason City. We're on our way to the upper 60s, maybe low 70s later today. Yesterday, we were in the mid 80s. High temperature officially 85. We were in the 80s all afternoon as you see here on the temperature map. And then we saw the numbers drop off in the 70s. Now to the 60s, and that's where we are again this morning. The very familiar territory. We've been here every morning so far this week at this hour. 62 officially in Rochester at the airport. Mason City 62, and it's 63 in Albert Lea. On our way to, again, about 69, maybe 70 later today. So not a huge jump in temperature expected for us. Bit of a southwest breeze, 10 miles per hour, 2.59. Air pressure is steady right now. Cold front to our west, poised to swing through the area. Ahead of it, we have these showers. We'll have even a couple of sprinkles ahead of that front. Behind the front, look at the numbers. We're in the 60s and 70s ahead of the front. To the west, 40s and 50s. Pierce, South Dakota, 53 is 48 in Minot. Sprinkles or very sparse showers this morning. Breaks of sunshine, 62 with a southwest breeze. It'll be a breezy and mild day. Temperatures close to 70. Tomorrow, a little cooler. Friday, the coolest of them all. Breezy and cool with some showers and very limited sunshine. But it won't rain all day. Rain chances really wrap up by around 3 or 4 in the afternoon on Friday. But future track today, our showers, the current ones, wrap up around 7 this morning. But a break, and then this afternoon, redeveloping sprinkles or sparse showers. That'll happen around 3 or 4 o'clock. So look for a couple of those spotty showers clearing for a time tonight. Then after midnight, another spoke of energy wrapping around that system brings a couple of sparse showers around 4 or 5 in the morning. We get a break again for the rest of the day with some sunshine. And temperatures tomorrow in the 60s. Rain chances very sparse, but low end of the scale until about 8 this morning. Maybe just a couple of sprinkles in the afternoon. And temperatures, rain chances moving forward. Low end of the scale until maybe Friday. That'll be the best chance of more widespread rain for a few hours from around 9 until 4 during the day on Friday as it stands right now. And temperature outlook, some 60s and some 50s and maybe a shot at 70 again by the middle of next week. But all these numbers are very typical for October. Today breaks the sunshine, some sprinkles or stray showers early, then maybe a sprinkle in the afternoon. West winds 10 to 20 miles per hour, high of 69. Tonight 50, showers late, just a few of those. And the 7-day forecast, we have temperatures in the 60s and then 50s as we approach the weekend.
Yes, this is the fall that many people have been waiting for.
Yeah, it's so strange. It kind of evens out, those 50s and the 90s and the 80s and all kind of evens out. But it's weird that we had such a roller coaster.
Yeah, keeps things interesting. Thank you, Ted.
It is 5:17. The girls tennis Section 1 AA tournament is underway. We'll tell you what you can look forward to this week. Plus, it finally happened, guys. The Twins have ended its 18-game playoff losing streak. So we're going to give you some post-game reactions next in sports.
Good morning, friends. I'm Julian Mitchell. I know all you Twins fans woke up with a smile on your face this morning as Minnesota is riding high for its first playoff win since 2004. Twins took Game 1 over the Blue Jays 3-1 yesterday behind the power of rookie Royce Lewis. What a year he is having. He kept it rolling in his first postseason action, smashing 2 homers responsible for the 3 Twins runs. Pablo Lopez also a solid day, 5.2 innings pitched, 1 earned, 3 Ks. Here is Lewis on his big day.
It was nice to be able to do it not only once but twice, and just had the blessing of an opportunity that I had today, and our team is special, so it's fun to be part of it.
I think we're a complete team. Like you said, all those great plays, and then Donovan to make that play to end the game. We're going to play defense, we're going to pitch, and we're going to give ourselves a chance to win every day.
What a win. Lastly, here in local sports, the girls tennis Section 1 AA tournament is underway. Century got a 6-1 win over Austin to advance. Panthers will play Stewartville in the second round on Thursday. On the volleyball court, third-ranked Caledonia continued its incredible season, beating 8th-ranked Zbrota Mazeppa 3-2. Next up, the 17-1 Warriors face Chatfield on Thursday. And out in St. Charles, Pine Island gets a 3-0 win. Panthers take on WEM on Saturday. Game 2 for the Twins is this afternoon, 3:38 p.m. First pitch on ESPN. A win, and Minnesota can take the series. Now, that is your look at sports. It's a good day. Have a great day.
The head of the Star Wars droid C-3PO is set to go under the hammer in a huge movie memorabilia auction.
This is expected to sell for up to $1.2 million. The head is one of more than 1,800 pieces of movie and TV memorabilia in the auction held by Prop Store. The item comes from the personal collection of C-3PO himself, actor Anthony Daniels, who played the droid in the movies. Other items from his collection up for sale include the droid's hands and feet, hand-noted scripts, and unopened cereal boxes used as props. The auction, which also includes costumes and props from other movies, is expected to garner more than $14.6 million in all. This is going to take place between November 9th and 12th in London and online. Yes, you can make bids from here. Well, a bill has been filed to rename a Florida highway after the late Jimmy Buffett. It aims to rename State Road A1A, which is a major coastal highway running from Key West in the Florida Keys all the way up to Georgia. If passed, parts of the highway would be renamed Jimmy Buffett Memorial Highway in specific counties. The beloved Margaritaville singer died a month ago from a rare type of skin cancer. He was 76. The name change wouldn't happen anytime soon. The 2024 Florida legislative session doesn't begin until January.
Mariah Carey has announced she is doing a Christmas tour. The self-proclaimed Queen of Christmas took to social media with details, revealing that tickets for her Merry Christmas One and All tour go on sale this Friday. Yeah, and ticket pre-sales start today if you're interested. The tour is going to be kicking off at a Southern California casino on November 15th. Other stops include Los Angeles, Denver, Toronto, Chicago, Boston, Montreal, and Philadelphia. The tour will wrap up on December 17th at New York's Madison Square Garden in New York, too. What a beautiful place to be for Christmas. We're not dealing with any Christmas things here right now.
No, it's going to be a bit. So perhaps have that pumpkin spice before the peppermint. Here's Ted.
Yeah, right now it's much more fall-like, a little unsettled. A couple of spotty showers or sprinkles this morning. Slight chance of a sprinkle this afternoon in between breaks of sunshine. A cool breeze. Look for a high of 69 today for our Wednesday.
Thank you so much, Ted. It is 5:25. This time of year, a lot of people may be searching for Halloween costumes.
But some are getting ready to decorate for Christmas, and Visit Us in Rochester is helping you find everything you need. We'll be right back.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Making headlines this morning, a judge raises bail for the man charged in the murder of Winona mother Madeline Kingsbury, when his next court appearance will be.
Plus, get out your tennis shoes because today is walk and bike to school day in Minnesota. We're going to tell you what's happening here.
And we're tracking some very light rain in the neighborhood today. We'll have maybe another couple of rounds of rain this week as a series of cold fronts make things a bit cooler. The details are ahead in your forecast.
Live from your local news leader, this is KTTC News.
We now know the next time Adam Fravel, the ex-boyfriend of Madeline Kingsbury, will stand before a judge. Good morning. I'm Jess Abrahamson.
And I'm Kelsey Marrier. Good morning. His next court appearance is set for December 14th in Winona County. He is now charged with 2 counts of murder in the first degree. Fravel has been behind bars since his arrest in June. His attorney says Fravel has no financial means to meet the now multi-million-dollar bond amounts. The court was also asked to dismiss the second-degree murder charges and proceed with only the first-degree charges.